Hey, look, your business cannot run efficiently and smoothly without having processes in place. And they definitely can't run on autopilot without having those processes documented. In this quick overview video, I'm talking about what I mean by operations and processes being documented. So let's get right into it. Operations is a crucial function in any business. It's responsible for ensuring that the organization runs smoothly and efficiently. It involves managing resources, processes, and people to ensure that products or services are delivered on time, at the right quality, and at the lowest cost possible. One example of how operations can contribute to profitability is through process improvement. By analyzing your existing processes and identifying areas for improvement, operations can reduce waste, increase efficiency, and ultimately improve the bottom line. For example, a manufacturing company may implement rules to reduce inventory and improve production flow, resulting in lower costs and faster delivery times. And another example for us, service-based businesses, a lot of times one of our biggest expenses is our vehicle, right? Our mileage, our gas, wear and tear in our vehicle, because we're constantly meeting with clients. If you're a realtor, for example, you're meeting with clients for a consultation, you're meeting to show them properties, you're meeting the photographer to go out and take pictures. One of those things you can streamline is your initial buyer consultation, for example. You can't physically go to a house showing, but you can physically not drive to a buyer consultation. You can have that particular meeting virtually. I think a lot of us realized that when COVID happened, people were still buying houses, but we couldn't really meet in offices or restaurants, right? Because they were closed. So we kind of had to meet virtually with those buyers. And a lot of times the buyers enjoyed that. They didn't have to go anywhere either. So that's one way to save money on your vehicle expense and time, because you're meeting virtually. So that's one way to make that process more efficient and effective. And you're able to do more meetings in a set amount of time than just one meeting every hour. You could potentially do 2 meetings an hour. So that would make it more efficient so that you can get more under your belt. The same with insurance agents. You're meeting your clients face to face. It's a little bit more challenging if it's someone you're just meeting or a cold lead. It's going to be a little bit harder to get them onto a virtual meeting. But if it's one of your current or past clients, it would be a lot easier for you to reconnect with them virtually, as opposed to driving to their house, especially if they're an hour or 2 hours away. Driving to their house, you can save money and time and gas just by meeting virtually. So that's one way to make your operations a little bit more efficient. Those processes we mentioned, it's kind of hard to analyze the processes that you have if you don't have any processes. Do you have a process? And if so, is it documented? Or is it all in your head? A lot of times we business owners, entrepreneurs, we're just going each day as it comes. So our business is run kind of sporadically. There's no consistency. So having the information about how your business works and the policies and procedures documented in writing helps you organize your business, achieve your goals faster because you're set and you're consistent. So your goals are going to be met because your business is running smoother. It'll help you train new team members in less time because pretty much, you have all your systems documented. So you could basically hand over your standard operating procedures manual to a new employee to help them get trained. Now, I wouldn't completely train them, but it's a good starting point for them to learn how your business works. And then it also provides info regarding professional rules and compliance. There are a lot of rules and regulations, especially with like insurance, HIPAA laws. So if your systems are documented and your processes and the rules, that will help avoid some costly mistakes that could occur if your business is not being run based on those guidelines. So that's just a few examples of why you should document your operations, your systems, and your processes and how your business works, especially as your team grows. You're not going to want to train the same person or a new person over and over again. If you get a new person this week, you're going to have to train them. And then you get another person next month, you're going to have to redo that whole training. And there's no guarantee that that training is even going to be the same type of training because there's no consistency. So having a standard operating procedures manual will help with that operations procedure. So hopefully you found that video helpful. And if you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. And if you haven't gotten my free business checklist to make sure that you have what you need to get started and have a good foundation, the link is in the description below. And until next time, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.